All right, y'all. Here goes another update video. So first and foremost, before I get into anything, so last time I was home, I had several people just that I just ran into that brought up that they have been paying attention to the videos that I'm posting on this channel and kind of following the journey. So shout out to my boy Jay Gray, shout out to Miss Yvette Smother, shout out to my pastor Ron Sykes. That was super encouraging. And I will ask this, if you guys are following the YouTube journey and you guys are tuning into this content, please, let me know in the comments, like, what you think about it. Encouragement in the comments. Like if you just have an encouraging word, if you have someone I should connect with, definitely drop that in the comments. But here goes update. Well, so this is my third video on this series, but this is my second update since I've been living here. So one thing I am going to do in the video is I am going to do my grocery haul. So all the things that I basically, and how I'm shopping as a single, not single, I'm living as single, but as a 40, I'm not 40, I'm tripping. As a 38-year-old man who's living away from his wife for the first time in 16 years. Like, it's been 16 years. And even then, like, I lived with my parents up until I got married. And even before then, I did a little bit of time on my own in college. But, I mean, I had a roommate, so I wasn't really, like, on my own. But, so, yeah, I'm going to do a grocery haul a little bit later. But for right now, man, I really miss home. I really miss home. Definitely, I think, in this kind of, so I was home last weekend, but this week I definitely felt the homesickness. I miss my kids. I'm definitely like physical touch is my love language. And so I just miss the hugs. And it's funny, I was telling my wife that since I've, moved here, like, that's 3 weeks that I was here before I went back home on the first visit. And like, I literally did not hug a single person. I maybe hugged like 2 people, but no physical, I literally have 0 physical contact with people. And it's kind of crazy when you think about it, especially being somebody who is, a touch person, or that's my love language. But nah, it's definitely, it's rough. Yesterday I took myself on a little, on a little date, little date night for myself. I went to an NBA game. It was the Wizards against the Miami Heat. And out of all 10 players in the starting lineup, I knew 2 of the 10 players. And let's just say 10 out of 10 would not recommend you to go to an NBA game of 2 trash teams. And it wasn't even a close game. Like the Wizards, the Heat were leading through the game. Probably they were leading by 20 throughout the whole game. I left with 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter just because. So note to self also, I'm not buying, I got to sit club level. I can't buy the nosebleed seats because in those arenas, it's so steep up there. The whole time I just felt like, if I lean too far, I'm about to tumble all the way down and plummet to my demise. So 10 out of 10 would not recommend you. I could have did that with a group of guys. If it was me and a couple of my boys, we would have made it fun. But just by myself, I could have watched the game on television, and then I would have never watched that game on television because it was that trash. And then I walked around downtown a little bit, not too much. I was trying to find somewhere to eat, and it's funny, ironically, so the Capital One Arena is in Chinatown. And so I was like, I'm gonna eat some Chinese food. I'm in Chinatown. But most of the restaurants, not most, there are a lot of just regular American restaurants in Chinatown that have Chinese signs. So it was just this is all the same stuff. It just got Chinese signs or Chinese, lettering or whatever. So I settled on Five Guys. If you have recs for places to eat in, the DMV area, please put them in the comment section. I definitely want to know, because I don't want to just default to just, eating freaking, national chains, whenever I'm out to eat. So if you got recommendations, definitely throw them down there. Work is going good. So I'm in a groove now. Like I'm as my boy Lawrence Johnson would say, I'm moving, grooving, sliding, vibing. Last week I activated 2 accounts, so that's lit. And so they are actually going to be able to. So actually this weekend, like today and tomorrow, I'm gonna be paying attention to my reporting systems, because I should start to see that I have some cash in my my little stuff that I have to, my goals that I have to make. So I'm really excited about that. I am adapting to the job very well. I'm finessing my schedule. What, bro? I'm trying to tell y'all, I really do. Like yesterday I had my worst traffic experience since I've been here. And that's only because I got caught slipping. So for the first time I went out and I visited some businesses in Virginia. So I went on the other side. And while I was there, I went to visit this gym called the St. James, which is beautiful. I'm definitely gonna make a video. I'll make one of my YouTube videos at the St. James, because y'all gotta see it. Like it is one of the most beautiful athletic complexes ever. But I had a store that I visited that was near there, and so I stopped and I looked, and I brought one of my books in because I wanted to share a book with because they have an academy there with student athletes. So I wanted to see if I can get my book there, and also, look for opportunities to speak. Which, side note, if you watch this video like within the next 24 to 48 hours, comment and ask me if I sent the message to Coach H, because I'm supposed to do that. I need to do that today, actually, as soon as I finish making this video. But either way, I made a really cool connection, and I ended up joining. So they have 2 scheduled pickup basketball times during the week, Tuesday and Thursdays, which is better than the one time at Lifetime. And overall, it really is a performance facility, and I really love that for me. So so I ended up joining, and so definitely going to be spending a lot more time on the Virginia side now that my gym is over there. So shout out to the St. James. I'm trying to think, what else should I tell you about? If you guys have anything specifically, any questions y'all want to ask me about the journey or whatever, put those in. Oh, I was talking about traffic, but put them in the comments. So I've been finessing traffic, right? So pretty much, I have to go see merchants who are working retail hours. So number one, the best time to go to merchants that are retail facing is between the hours of 10 and 2. So I try to get on the road as early as I can, as close to 10:30 as I can, get to my spots and get off the road. So that's my strategy. Or if I'm gonna be a little bit later, what I'll do is I try to set it up to where I'm either gonna go to the gym or I'll go sit down and just be somewhere until rush hour ends, and then I'll drive again. So I've been really, really good at that plan, and it's been working out pretty good. So that's how I've been handling traffic, and it's been working out. Yesterday I got caught slipping because I wasn't planning on working out at the time that I did, and I had just joined the gym, and I planned on getting back over to this side to work out at a Lifetime. But yeah, I ended up, and if I work out any of the Lifetimes that I work out over here, if I'm driving back to where I live from them, I'm driving against rush hour. So it makes it super easy to commute back, even if it's kind of during that 6:30 or excuse me, even if it's during that 5, because I was driving back around 5. Yeah, I was actually in the thick of rush hour. So if I was driving against it in rush hour, I would have been great. But that's not how it worked out. But the job is going good. And I'm just really trying to do my best to lock in on the job and make sure that I'm getting a great start and really taking advantage of the time that I'm here by myself. So that way I'm building as much momentum as possible to create kind of a greater ease of assimilation once my family gets here, right? Because once my family gets here, my life is going to have to completely change. The way I'm moving, I can't move once they're here, because obviously, I have people who they'll need my time. I'll need to be present. So yeah, I'm trying to think. There was one other thing that I wanted to fill you guys in on. I'm going to do the grocery haul in a second. I'll show you guys what I got. Yo, Wegmans I love going to Wegmans since I've been here. It really makes me feel close to home. And Wegmans be Wegmans, and that's where I did my grocery shopping at today. I'm actually really excited for my grocery shopping because I really think that I got some really solid stuff, and I probably will not eat out at all this week because like I think I really did a good job on making it so I have some solid meals here at the crib. Let's see. Did I have any other thoughts that I wanted to share? Oh, yes. All right. So, we got to get a new van. So we have two cars. I drive Lil Red, which is a Honda Civic. My wife drives a van that's almost 20 years old. But our van did not pass inspection. So we got to get a new car because basically it didn't pass because of something that is going to by the time we pay to fix it, we should just get something new. And so if you guys know anybody, or I'm primarily looking for someone either trying to get rid of a van or SUV just because their family doesn't need it anymore and they want to downsize to a smaller vehicle. So if you know somebody that falls into that category, let me know. I'm about to start doing my due diligence. Actually, today I'll spend some time looking on the internet and see what I could find that's for sale by owner. But that's typically my last, I want to say 4 cars. I bought the Acura that way. I bought the Mercedes that way. I didn't buy the Beamer. The Beamer I got from a dealership. I bought my Honda that way, my Civic, and our van was actually a gift. So we didn't pay for that at all. But if you know somebody who, they're in a van or SUV, they recently downsized, and they're just looking to kind of get out of their car, just get rid of it. They're not looking to make a huge profit. Please let me know because, that will be really beneficial. And that's the way I prefer to buy my cars. So if you got something, hit me in the comments. And if you know me, just hit me on my socials. Or if you got my number, just call me. But all right, let's do this grocery haul. Let me show y'all what I got from Wegmans and what is going to sustain my life this week. Let's do it. All right, so boom, let's check out what your boy got on his grocery trip. All right, so boom, for snack time, got one of my favorites, popcorners. Definitely love these. I feel like they're not like crazy full of calories, but I try not to eat them like a whole bunch at the same time. So popcorners, got some seedless cucumbers. I really like those for juicing. I have, let's see, how many are in here? 4 grilled chicken breasts. Now what I'm gonna do with these is I'm actually going to cut these up and I'll add them to my rice bowls throughout the week. So pretty much that's kind of like my staple, what I'm eating down here, a lot of rice. And I'm adding chicken, but before that I was eating a lot of rice and sardines. So I really enjoy these bagged rices. They work out really good. Just put them in the microwave. So I got a handful of these. So boom. And these are cool because they don't take up room in the refrigerator. You don't have to refrigerate them. So those are cool. Steamables, that's what they called. I got some more grapes. I actually still have grapes in the refrigerator, but I'm gonna juice the ones that are in there. These will be for me to enjoy and just to eat throughout the week. I got 2 lemons. I'm adding lemons to my juice this time around. So I put some lemons in my juice. I have 4 navel oranges. 2 of those will get juiced. One of my favorites more recently, sardines. So I put sardines with my rice bowls typically. So I needed to re-up on those. I think I have 1 pack left. But needless to say, like, it's gonna be good. Dinner's gonna be good this week. I got 5 pears, 5 apples. Again, I'll probably juice 2 to 3 of these. Same with these apples, juice 2 to 3 apples, and I have some to eat throughout the week. And then I got 3 grapefruits. So boom, 3 grapefruits. And then I got some cantaloupe spears. So I was gonna get a whole cantaloupe, and I probably should have did that because this was way more expensive to do this, but I am gonna juice a lot of these. But I just didn't want to cut it. I was being a little lazy on that. But overall, this was a pretty good shopping trip. It would have been significantly less if I didn't get these, and if I was a cooker of chicken and not buying the chicken, because the chicken was like $25. So it was like $90 for all of this. But, or what I could have done, actually, I was in the valley of decision, but I went with the cooked chicken breast over the cooked rotisserie chicken. And this is just easier for me to store because I have a smaller refrigerator. The big rotisserie chicken is just the way it's built, because it has a lot of height to it, much more difficult to store in my refrigerator. So that's why I went with that one. But yeah, with this setup, I definitely probably will not eat out at all this week. But either way, y'all, thank you guys for tuning in with me. My hair is a mess. Yes, I know. I had a braiding appointment today. I'm literally never out without my hair braided, because I just don't like to not have it braided. But I was late to my appointment, so I had missed it. So I had to reschedule. But we back on for tomorrow. But I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in. And again, hit me in the comments. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.